Stephon went up to the girls like,
hey, yeah, I'm feeling good. Like, you want to come back and give me some Gawk 3000?
hey y'all. I wasn't gone that long, but if you missed me, tell me you missed me in the comments, because I missed y'all. Alright, so I know it's been just lightly over a week since I posted my last story time, but yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. What's up, you guys? It's your girl ItsTatyK, and I'm back with another video. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Hit that post notifications bell down below so you're notified whenever I post. Alright, y'all. Do I want y'all right there? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Alright. So, I know it's taking me a minute. Not really. But I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all part 1, the official into living in a toxic household. Into the story. Alright, so I got my dates better straightened out. I know. Let's mute this. Can't do that. Gotta mute it. So I know in the introduction to this Storytime series I'll be doing, I had some timelines that were slightly off, but I got them back in order now, so we're good. Alright, so in November, because we're starting for this is the official part 1. So back in November, of course, you know, my boyfriend has his own place, and I told you me and him stay on one side, and on the other side he has tenants, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give the tenants names. It's gonna be a lot of names, but y'all keep up, please. Okay, it's tenant 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 tenants over there at that time. So alright, y'all, I got the names. So tenant 1, oldest tenant is Vulture. Tenant 2, second oldest, his name is Travis. Tenant 3 is Devin, and tenant 4, being the youngest, his name is Stephon. Alright, these are not these people's real names, so don't be looking for these folks, alright? Because that's not them. Alright, so my boyfriend is very close friends with all 4 of those tenants. However, him and Travis' relationship is fairly new because they met each other back in October, and Travis ended up moving in on the other side of the duplex the beginning of November. End of October, beginning of November, right? For the longest, everything was so cool, everything was smooth. This was all before Thanksgiving and Christmas. Everyone's having a great time, getting to know each other, bonding. You know, in the beginning, like, they always say living with your friends can be hard, and you'll see how hard it can get for real. So there's times like I may have visited my boyfriend's house like around this time, like 1 or 2 times before we really get into the story time. Like, I visited his house like 1 or 2 times, and it was like on the weekends. Everything was chill, no beef, no problem, right? So after it was like around Thanksgiving. I want to say it was after Thanksgiving. My boyfriend calls me, right? He's like, "Oh, Travis has a girlfriend now." I'm like, Travis got a girlfriend? Cause let me tell you something about Travis. Let me give a little backdrop on Travis. Travis like everybody. He one of them. Travis likes everybody. Okay, so hearing he has a girlfriend, he's one of those people that make you wonder, is it serious? You know, because Travis likes everyone, and you know, if Travis just wants to talk to people, have fun, that's on Travis. That's cool, whatever, right? Now, Devin, he has a girlfriend that's been, you know, they've had a steady relationship. Vulture doesn't have a girlfriend, and Stephon doesn't have a girlfriend either, right? All this information is important. That's just a little background on those characters. So he's like, yeah, Travis has a girlfriend, and she moved in. Not knowing any information on the girlfriend, I'm assuming the girl's from here, Georgia, and he met her. I don't know. I guess must have met her somewhere around here. That's what I'm assuming. And she moved in. You know, they started talking. They moved in. From what I was understanding was, because like I said, Travis has spoken to many people. That's why it's kind of hard to tell like when his relationships are serious and when they're not. So I know at one point before then, my boyfriend had told me,
"Oh yeah, Travis was talking to this girl at the gas station down the street from us. They was hitting it off. It was real cool. He got her number."
So I'm thinking it's that same girl. So I'm thinking, okay, Travis is talking to the girl he met at like a racetrack gas station or something. Alright. I'm like, oh, okay. But now, mind you, I was told like about the girl from the gas station about less than a week ago. So I'm like, the girl from the gas station already moved in? Like, that was quick. Like, it's just like, I understand people move at their own pace, but to move that quick, woo, I don't know. Okay, let me give you a little information on the living arrangements, right? So like I said, it's a duplex that my boyfriend owns. On one side, it's just me and him. We got our own little kitchenette, we have our bathroom, and we have our room, right? On the other side of the duplex, there's a kitchen. There's 2 bathrooms because that's like, our side is big, but the other side is like bigger because like, of course, it has like more stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. But they have a kitchen, you know, they have 2 bathrooms, and it's kind of like 2.5 bedrooms because they made the dining room into a bedroom because there's more people over there, right? Okay, y'all. So Bocher has his own room, Devin has his own room, and Stefan, the dining room is his room. That he made a little room. It's a room now. It's a room. I told you my boyfriend just met Travis in October. They just kind of hit it off, like they became cool or whatever. They've heard about each other before, but they never actually met each other until like the month before, and you know, they got along. He's like, you know, he's looking for a place to stay. My boyfriend, being a kind-hearted person he is, he let him move in. Now Travis, you know, like, he wasn't really in the plans of moving in, but you know, he needed a place to stay. So my boyfriend was like, okay, well, you know, you can stay in the living room on the other side if the other tenants don't mind. Everybody was like, cool, you know, we mess with Travis, it's cool, it's alright, you know.
No problem with Travis.
So Travis moved in. Travis is on the couch though. He's in the living room and he's on the couch. Travis doesn't actually have a room or actual bed. He's on the couch. So I'm sitting here like, how is Travis moving someone else in when he ain't got no place to really be himself? That's just my thought process, right? I'm like, you ain't got no place to be yourself. How you gonna move somebody else in? It don't really add up. Y'all ain't really got no place to live. Y'all both sharing a couch, which is kind of difficult on how that's going because that's got to be a tight squeeze. I mean, like, it just, I can't move in with somebody that really ain't got no room, you know? Like, you're not in your own place. You sleeping on the couch. I mean, like, I'm not saying you gotta have it all laid out, alright? I'm not saying that at all. But I personally wouldn't feel comfortable moving in. Like, I feel like I'm being a burden now. Because, like, if I was moving in with somebody and I was on that couch, I'm already gonna feel like a burden. But I'm moving somebody else in, I don't want to feel like an extra burden. I'm just, you know, that's just personally, I'm a considerate person. There we go. Alright. Hold on, y'all. Let me go find my dog. This my baby. Look at how big he's got it. Taz, look at the camera. Say hi to your aunties and uncles. Hey, y'all. I done made my guest appearance. I'm out. Can we have it up for Taz? Alright, y'all. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked. But, yeah. I just personally wouldn't want to feel like a burden on anyone more than, you know, I would already be if I didn't have my own place, right? So I'm like, Travis just met this girl. They already moved in. That was quick, but I'm not here to judge nobody's relationship. That's none of my business. I'm like, oh, okay. So my boyfriend's telling me this. He's like, one day I was coming in from work. I had asked, and I'm giving more detail in this story time than I did in that overview, alright? So y'all gonna really understand what's going on. My boyfriend's telling me, you know, one day I came in from work. This is on the phone call. I came in from work, and
when I walked in, I had already made plans with Devin to cut my hair
because Devin does hair, right? Like he cuts hair. He cuts hair real good too. I ain't gonna knock him. He good. He's like, you know,
I walked in the house. I looked to my right, and I seen 2 girls.
Now, at this time, I'm assuming my boyfriend wasn't fully aware that Travis was moving this girl in. That's all I can assume. He wasn't aware that she was moving in. When he did, you know, I guess they spoke about it, you know, he was like, alright, it's cool, no problem. But he's like, but who's the second girl? He's like, oh, the second girl is my girlfriend's friend. We're gonna call we're not gonna give the girlfriend's friend a name, but the girlfriend, we're gonna call her Waukesha. That's what we called her in the last video. He's like,
oh, the other girl is Waukesha's friend.
And he's like, oh, okay, so is she moving in? He's like, nah, she's just here to visit or whatever, right? You know, just stay for maybe a couple days and then, you know, she gonna leave. He's like, oh, okay, alright, you know, alright, yeah. He just, you know, spoke, hey, y'all, and then went to Devin's room and got his haircut. He's getting his haircut or whatever. Devin, or don't quote me, one of them, either, I'm assuming it was Devin because I would see them talking considering he's getting his hair done. Devin's like, yeah, so like Stefan, Boucher, and Devin, because I ain't gonna lie, Devin not loyal for real in his relationship. But don't tell nobody I said that. He's like, you know, we trying to see if we could run a choo-choo on Waukesha's friend. And my boyfriend's like, what? Yeah, you know, that's on y'all. Like, what he gonna say? Like, he's like, you know, that's y'all's situation or whatever. Like, yeah, that's on them, right? And he's telling me like, yeah, they plan to run a choo-choo on her. If y'all don't know what a choo-choo is, y'all a little too young for the story time. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. Just put it together. So my boyfriend's like, oh, okay. So he finished getting his hair cut or whatever. And the youngest tenant, Stefan, comes up to him and was like, you know, by the way, everybody in this house is, you know, smoking and drinking, and you know, they on that side of the house they like to party and turn up a lot. That's one thing that side of the house does do. On our side, we be chill. I'm gonna keep it 100. We be chill. So everybody's smoking and drinking. The next day comes, you know, after my boyfriend went back to his side of the house, fell asleep, whatever. The next day comes, he notices that Waukesha's friend isn't there no more. And my boyfriend's asking like the guys like, what happened to her friend? I thought y'all said she was gonna be here for a couple of days. Like, Waukesha's still here, but what happened to the friend or whatever? Stefan, the youngest one, Stefan, the youngest one, comes up to him and was like, you know,
yeah, we had to kick her out. She wasn't down for nothing we was trying to do to her.
They sent her home because like she went down for the little freaknik they was trying to have with her. So here's what happened. Stefan went up to the girls like,
hey, you know, yeah, I'm feeling good. Like, you want to come back and give me some Gawk 3000?
And the girl was like,
and you just gonna ask me like that? How you just gonna ask me like that? Like, you ain't gonna like try to talk to me a little bit first?
Like, girl said she was down for it, but like she was just, I guess she kind of wanted to be basically taken out to dinner before she gave dessert, right? And he like,
man, I ain't trying to really do all that. I just want some Gawk.
Like, you know what I mean? And she was like,
nah, I'm not really ready right now. Like, you know, let's hang out and chill.
For Stefan went down for none of that. He wanted that Gawk 3000, and that's all he wanted. So you know, they was trying to like, I guess, coerce her and be like, hey, you know, let's do have a little fun in the back. She went down for that. She was like, you know, I kind of want to talk to everybody first. She was like it's like she was down for it, but like she kind of wanted to like chill with everybody first before she got down. They weren't for that, so they told her girl like the next morning, hey, you know, you gotta go. You gotta get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't giving nothing. You ain't giving up nothing. You gotta go. So the very next day, she got out and she left. And my boyfriend's like,
y'all said that?
So yeah, old girl was gone. She was gone. All right. And you know, of course, my boyfriend, he come back and told me, he's like, man, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy. We're not really surprised by the behavior because, and of course, like I said, he went back and told me this. Like, he wasn't really surprised by the behavior because, like, we know how they get down on that side for real. So, but you know, after that, it was just Boucher, Devin, I'm so sorry if the quality is different. My camera battery died, y'all. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Stefan is telling my boyfriend like this information, and my boyfriend comes and tells me, and the thing is like we're talking about it and we're not really surprised like that's what happened because we know how they get down over there. It's just like we're not really surprised. So because old girl wasn't giving up good, she had to get out. All right. So, still on that side, after like Waukesha's friend left, Boucher, Devin, Travis, Devin, Stefan, and Waukesha was over there. Travis and Waukesha is on the couch, and like, you know, the setup of everybody else I just told y'all earlier. All right, so yeah, everything's chill, everything's cool. I visited like a couple times before Thanksgiving. Well, maybe like one time. No. I didn't start coming until after Thanksgiving. So I had visited like 1 or 2 weekends, or I was like, because with me and my boyfriend, as I said before in the previous video, if I'm not at his house, he's at my house, or like we go back and forth like that. So I'm with him, everything's chill or whatever, and like just for a while everything was chill. And after Thanksgiving, then, you know, at this point I need to mention that I have not met Waukesha formally. Like, I don't know what she looks like. I'm still at this point assuming like she's a girl from the gas station. Now the walls in the duplex are thick, but there's some things you can hear, right? Waukesha's a slightly loud person, right? She's a bit of a loud person, so I would hear her through the door sometimes, like through the wall, and I'm just like, what the heck? Like, Waukesha sound young. Like, how old? I'm asking my boyfriend, I'm like, how old is Waukesha? He's like,
I don't really know. Like, I've never spoke to her. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't speak to her. I don't know. Like, I just, you know, I see her, I speak, I say hey, and then we keep pushing. I never had a conversation with her, got to know her age, nothing like that.
I'm just like, oh, okay. And now, like I said, me and Travis, like, I met Travis before. Like, I've met him in person. Like, you know, it was cool. Like, we cool. I mean, when I say we friends, at that time, not really. I mean, we're cool with each other. I'll put it like that. We're good acquaintances, all right? So, I'm like, oh, like, Keisha, she don't really sound like she Travis' age. And Travis is 23. So, I'm like, Keisha sound like she like 15, 16 years old. And I know you're not doing that. Which, y'all, but we ain't got to that part yet. So I'm like, dog, like, time's going on, everything's chill. I say about like a week after Christmas while I'm there. By the way, I end up staying with my boyfriend for a while because the pipes at my dad's house where I was staying busted like right after Christmas, and needed to get that fixed ASAP. No Rocky, okay? Because, like, let me tell y'all, as I stated before in the previous video too, I'm gonna put it right here. Y'all go watch that video, the overview, so everything kind of connects. The South is not properly equipped or prepared to handle very cold weather, all right? Places like Georgia, South Carolina, places like that. So what my dad didn't do was like leave the faucet dripping, which I don't even think it really plays a role in this, like, too what, like in this scenario too well, because people that did leave their faucets dripping, their pipes still ended up busting. When you leave like the faucet dripping, it kind of keeps the water going, so it kind of, I guess so it does, the pipes don't freeze over basically. Well, our pipes ended up busting, so we had to turn off the water and everything. Everybody had to go different places, so I ended up going to my boyfriend's house. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm just be with my boyfriend for a little bit. I was going back and forth between my mom's house and my boyfriend's house, but then I was like, let me just be with my boyfriend. He's a little bit close to my job. Let me just go with him, right? And plus, he didn't care. Like, he wanted me there anyways. So I'm there, and like, we're always at peace. We're always laughing, talking with each other. Everything's chill. As time goes on, I want to give it about a few days after Christmas, maybe a week almost after Christmas, like, but it was right before New Year's. I started to hear shouting, like people arguing, fussing at each other, yelling, going back and forth. Now, it doesn't sound like any of the other tenants, and I do know the other tenants, but it sounds like Travis and Waukesha arguing. Now, I didn't think much of it in the beginning because couples argue. That's what they do. It's unfortunate. That's what happens in relationships. They bicker and argue from time to time. But it would happen one day, argument would end or whatever. Then I noticed what happened a second day, and then a day after, and it became an everyday event. And it started to get a little like, hold on, what? Now, one piece of information that I did forget is that Travis works for my boyfriend's company. So my boyfriend has a business, and Travis works for him. So that's basically how they met. He became his work, and they met each other like that, became friends or whatever. Travis is like, Waukesha, since she's moved in, she's been looking for a job, because when I'm at work, when I would go to work, and I was down here, like, I would notice Waukesha, like, she never left, she never went anywhere. I'm like, why don't she ask a friend to come down, or like get her friend to take her somewhere, or like go apply for a job, just something like that. Like you just take her out, get her out the house, because Waukesha will always be in the house. But I wouldn't say Waukesha was lazy, because Waukesha will always clean up that side of the house for the guys. Like, she came in cleaning, which is another reason why they didn't mind her staying there. Like, when she first came down, like, she cleaned the entire house, stove, kitchen, bathroom, living room, like, she cleaned everything, dishes, she did all that over there. And that's another reason why they kicked the friend out, is because they was like, you know, Waukesha cleaning up and you ain't doing nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, if I was Waukesha, I wouldn't have cleaned up everybody else's mess, because what? Why am I cleaning up guys that aren't even my guy? Why am I doing that? Make it make sense. Let me stop. I'm gonna have some weird comments. I wouldn't have done it, alright? That's just me. So, yeah, they didn't mind Waukesha staying, because she did that, and she did it like whenever everybody left the house, she would clean up. So nobody had a problem with it. But yeah, Travis, after a while, he starts complaining about her. And there are times, like, if I'm not working, I don't mind going to my boyfriend's job and like, hey, you need any help? Like, I'll be a little extra helper or worker there. Like, I mean, he got employees, but like, I don't know, I like to be around my boyfriend, so of course I'm gonna go there and act like I'm doing something, right? So I'm there, like, we're talking. This Waukesha's back in the house, but it's me, my boyfriend, and Travis. We're all in my boyfriend's work van, and Travis like,
man, I'm so sick of Waukesha. Waukesha is this, that, and the third. Waukesha is she's just freaking lazy. I'm gonna make her get a job. I'm so tired.
And y'all, these are not my words, these are his words, okay? So don't come from me in these comments. I'm not having it. Thank you. He's like,
Waukesha, I'm so tired of her fat. Hey, she don't do nothing. She lazy.
I was like, I had to turn to Travis. I don't know Waukesha now, but I had to turn to Travis. I said, Travis, I said, how you calling Waukesha this, that, and the third, saying this, that, and the third about Waukesha, but you still with her and you dating her? If you didn't like this, that, and the third about her, why are you with her? It ain't even making no sense. Like, what's the reason? He's like, man, I like, you know, I care about the girl, but like, man, I'm just so tired of her. I'm tired of her. Why would you move her in if y'all, first of all, I told him, I was like, did y'all even take time to really get to know each other? He's like, I mean, you know what? You didn't take time to get to know the girl to see if you really wanted her to move in. You just moved the girl in. Still at this point, I ain't met Waukesha. Anyways, we do the little work day. We come back to the house. Everybody's chilling. Again, still in that last week in December, I hear Travis and Waukesha arguing. Let me tell y'all something about Stefan. Stefan is a laid back friend. He's a very laid back tenant. He don't do too much. Now, he can be a little messy. I ain't gonna let him a little messy now, but he don't really do too much. And you know, when you come into somebody's space, people's space is their peace. So when you come and disrupting somebody's peace, that's when things start to hit left real quick. So Stefan comes one day, like when I said we came back from work this day, he is telling them, he's like,
I'm so tired of this mess. Stop arguing. Y'all do this every day. Just stop it.
Like he's tired. He's like, just stop. Because at this point, it's been going on every day for almost a week. It don't make any sense. So, you know, they chill for a little bit. You know, they still going back and forth, nitpicking a little bit, but it's still going on. I'm about to wrap the story up because, like I said, this is very long. And I cannot tell the whole story in one video. So this is part one, y'all. I am going to tell this part, though. So, like I said, Travis works for my boyfriend while Keisha's looking for a job. My boyfriend's like, well, if you want, Waukesha can start working with us, doing some work with us. I don't mind. Travis is like, okay, bet. So during this time, my boyfriend was contracting his company out to another company to help them with a project. My boyfriend has good ties with this company. My boyfriend let Travis and Waukesha know, I cannot have you guys arguing at the job site, because let me tell you something about Travis and Waukesha. They argued any and everywhere at any time. And my boyfriend clearly knows that. Because, of course, like, he's seen and met them. Like, you know, I ain't met Waukesha yet. I've been over the house and I just hear her. Because I don't go on that side for real. He's like, when we go to this company, I'm going to need y'all to act right. Don't be arguing. Don't bring up that cheating stuff. We're going to get there in the next video. Don't bring up none of that cheating stuff. Don't bring up nothing. Don't argue about nothing. Because if y'all mess this up for me, it's up. So they're like, all right, you know, we're gonna act right. Everything's gonna be cool. This was the girl first day working, y'all. I'm at work myself at my job. I didn't go with them that day. I'm driving back to my boyfriend's house. My boyfriend gets off before me. He calls me. He's heated, y'all. My boyfriend was heated. He's like, Tati, I'm about to lose my ever loving. I'm like, what happened? I'm like when I tell you this man was calm and to the point. I was like, somebody done made this nigga. Somebody done pissed him off. He's like,
we went to the job. Everything was going good. Come lunchtime, they start arguing in the truck about cheating this, cheating that.
People doing this, that, and third. We ain't getting into that part yet. I'm like, what? He's like, they get to arguing. I told them, we're pulling back up to the job site because they was on lunch when they started arguing.
We're pulling back up to the job site. Don't bring that stuff inside. Don't do it.
He said they got inside. Everything was cool. Everything was quiet. About 30 minutes into the job, they started to talk to each other a little bit. He said, when Waukesha brought up Travis cheating on her, they get to arguing, fussing, cursing, yelling, about to swing on each other, threatening each other. And mind you, there's other business people around them. So when I say my boyfriend was not only pissed but embarrassed and hot, he said he pulled them to the side and said, go sit in the truck. You're done. You're done for today. Go sit in the truck. I'm done. Stop. You're done. So of course, like, they're like, no, we're sorry. We're going to stop. Like, he's like, I'm going to give you one more chance. If you do it again, you're going home. So at one point in the job, somehow, I guess, like, whatever project they was doing, my boyfriend got separated from them. And of course, like, the people they were subcontracted out to, they had Travis and Waukesha working in one area and my boyfriend working in another. But Travis and Waukesha are still with other workers for that company. My boyfriend thinking, okay, he ain't heard nothing from them. Everything must be going smooth, right? He's on his way home, leaving the job site. He gets a phone call from the company saying that employees were saying, oh, they have a toxic relationship. They were arguing. Things was real heated, real bad. Is everything okay with them? When he heard that, after he just gave him a second, oh, that boy was done. He had to report it back into his company's office. When I say that company, woo, boy, he was so hot with them. My boyfriend was like,
I'm about to fire both of them and they're going to get out. I'm firing both of them and they're getting out. I'm firing both of them and they're getting out.
I'm like, oh. Now, my boyfriend, he's very calm and mild mannered. He doesn't really, right? He doesn't yell. He doesn't really get his feelings. Like, when I say this boy was hot, I ain't never seen him this hot before. I was like, oh my. I don't know what you're gonna do. Like, I was like, I said, you know me, I can be a little forgiving sometimes. I was like, you know, just give him a chance, you know, let them explain themselves. Don't put them out. It's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? And what did I name him? Stefan. He also works with my boyfriend from time to time too. He does other jobs, but he also works with my boyfriend from time to time. When he found that out, Stefan was pissed too. He was pissed. And when I tell you, from that day forth, everything went up. Everything went up. I want to get into that part of like what Stefan said and everything and how everything went. But y'all, that's for part 2. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, that's all I have for you all today. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that post notifications bell down below so you know whenever I post. I'll see y'all in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.